Type your salary into any job search site. $120,000 a year. It looks incredible. Feels like freedom. Feels like you finally made it. But then your first paycheck hits your bank account, and you just stare at it. Because the number staring back at you is not $10,000 a month. It is $6,000. Maybe $6,200. On a good month. Almost half of what you expected. Gone before you even touched it. And nobody, not your university, not your recruiter, not the offer letter, warned you about this moment. In this video, I am going to show you exactly where that missing money is going. We are going to open the full tax breakdown, federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare, every single cut that happens before your money reaches you. Then I am going to show you the hidden second layer, the one most engineers never see, where another chunk disappears through health insurance, 401k deductions, and employer benefit costs that quietly eat your paycheck every single month. After that, we are going to talk about the true cost of living in a tech city, because San Francisco and Seattle and Austin are not just expensive, they are specifically engineered to absorb exactly what is left after taxes. And finally, I am going to show you a real numbers breakdown, an engineer earning $120,000, where every single dollar goes, and exactly how much is actually available to build wealth at the end of each month. By the time this video ends, you will never look at a job offer the same way again. And more importantly, you will know exactly what to do about it. Let us get into the numbers. Let me take you back to a very specific moment. You just received the offer letter. You read the number, $120,000 per year. You screenshot it. Maybe you sent it to your best friend. Maybe you called your parents and tried to sound calm. But you were not calm at all. Because that number meant something. It meant the late nights studying actually paid off. It meant the LeetCode code grind was worth it. It meant the rejections, the failed interviews, the waiting, all of it led to this exact moment. You did the math in your head immediately. 120,000 divided by 12, $10,000 a month. You started planning. Maybe finally move to a better apartment. Maybe pay off that student loan faster. Maybe actually start investing like you always told yourself you would when you had enough money. $10,000 a month felt like enough money. Then the first paycheck arrived. Direct deposit notification on your phone. You opened it expecting to feel rich. And the number was $6,040. You refreshed the app. Still $6,040. You checked if it was bi-weekly. You checked if there was a mistake. You emailed HR. There was no mistake. That was simply the reality of a $120,000 salary in America, after the government, the state, the federal system, and your employer all took their share first. And here is what nobody talks about honestly. That shock, that specific feeling of opening your first real paycheck and feeling confused and almost cheated, is one of the most universally shared experiences among software engineers. It happens to engineers at Google, at Amazon, at startups, at mid-sized companies. It does not matter how smart you are. It does not matter how well you negotiated. The system takes its cut first, every single time, without asking. But the paycheck shock is actually just the beginning, because after taxes take the first cut, life in a tech city takes the second. You moved closer to the office because commuting 2 hours every day was destroying your energy. Reasonable decision. But that apartment near the office in San Francisco or Seattle or Austin, it costs $2,800 a month minimum. So now you are already at $6,000 in $2,800 out. And you have not eaten yet. You have not driven anywhere. You have not paid a single subscription. You have not touched your student loan. Then comes something even more invisible. The lifestyle upgrade that happens automatically, without you deciding it consciously. When you earned $60,000, you cooked at home 4 times a week. Now you earn $120,000, and somehow you are ordering food 5 times a week because you are busier, more tired, and honestly you feel like you deserve it. You do deserve it. But that unconscious upgrade is happening across every single category of your life simultaneously. Better coffee, faster internet, nicer gym, newer phone, premium subscriptions. None of them feel expensive individually. All of them together are silently rebuilding your expenses to perfectly match your new income. And this is not a discipline problem. This is not a character flaw. This is a system that was never explained to you, working exactly as it was designed to work. The good news is this. Once you actually see the full picture, once you understand exactly where every dollar is going and why, the confusion disappears. And confusion is the only thing standing between you and actually building wealth on this salary. So let us remove it completely. Here are the real numbers. Okay, let us open the actual numbers. $120,000 per year. Gross salary. The number on your offer letter. Here is what happens to it before it ever reaches you. First cut, federal income tax. On a $120,000 salary, after the standard deduction of $14,600, your taxable income is approximately $105,000. The United States uses a progressive tax system. This means you do not pay one flat rate on everything. You pay different rates on different portions. The first $11,000, taxed at 10%. The next $33,000, taxed at 12%. The next $47,000, taxed at 22%. Everything above $89,000, taxed at 24%. Total federal income tax on $120,000, approximately $19,000 to $21,000 per year. That is already 17% of your salary. Gone. Before anything else. Second cut, state income tax. And this one varies dramatically depending on where you live. If you are in California, which is where a massive percentage of software engineers work, state income tax on this salary is approximately 8%. That is another $9,600 per year. Washington State, zero state income tax. This is why Seattle is quietly one of the best cities for engineers who actually want to keep their money. Texas, also zero state income tax. Another reason Austin has exploded as a tech hub. New York, state plus city tax combined can hit 10 to 12%. So depending entirely on your zip code, you are losing anywhere from 0 to 12% extra, just in state taxes. Third cut, FICA taxes, Social Security and Medicare. Social Security takes 6.2% on the first $160,000 of income. Medicare takes 1.45% on everything. Combined, that is 7.65% automatically deducted. No exceptions. No negotiations. On a $120,000 salary, that is approximately $9,180 per year. Now let us add this all up. California engineer earning $120,000. Federal tax $20,000. State tax $9,600. FICA $9,100. Total deductions $38,700. Take home $81,300 per year. Divided by 12, $6,775 per month. You thought you were earning $10,000 a month. You are actually taking home $6,700. That is a 32% difference. And we have not even touched the second layer yet. Because taxes are just the visible cut. There is an entire second layer that most engineers never fully calculate, because it hides inside the same paycheck deduction column as taxes. Let us go through it one by one. Health insurance. Your company offers health insurance. Sounds like a benefit, and it is. But your contribution, the employee share, is deducted from your paycheck before you see it. Depending on your plan and your employer, this ranges from $150 to $400 per month. On a family plan, it can hit $600 to $800 per month. Conservative estimate, $250 per month gone. $3,000 per year. For 401k contribution, financial advisors universally recommend contributing at least enough to get your full employer match. Usually that is 6% of your salary. 6% of $120,000 is $7,200 per year. $600 per month. Deducted before your paycheck hits your account. Now, this money is not lost. It is yours. It is building your retirement. But it is also not in your bank account. It is not available for rent, for food, for anything today. So functionally, for your monthly budget, it is gone. Dental and vision insurance. Small individually, $20 to $60 per month each. Combined, up to $120 per month, $1,440 per year. FSA or HSA contributions. If you contribute to a flexible spending account or health savings account, another $100 to $200 per month gone before you see it. Life insurance, disability insurance, commuter benefits, each one small. All of them together, another $50 to $150 per month. Now let us rebuild the complete picture. Gross salary, $10,000 per month. Federal plus state plus FICA taxes, $3,225 gone. Health insurance, $250 gone. 401k, $600 gone. Dental, vision, FSA, other benefits, $200 gone. Total deductions, $4,275. Actual take-home, $5,725 per month. You started with $10,000. You have $5,700. 43% of your salary, handled before you make a single personal decision. And this is the number you actually have to live on. Not $10,000, not $8,000, $5,700, in a city where rent alone can consume half of that. This is not a complaint. This is just the math. And once you see the math clearly, you can actually plan around it. So now you have $5,700 per month in your account. Let us see what a tech city actually does to that number. I am going to use San Francisco as the example because it is the most extreme, but Seattle, Austin, New York, and Boston follow very similar patterns. Rent first. A one-bedroom apartment within reasonable distance of a major tech office in San Francisco, $2,500 to $3,200 per month. We will use $2,800 as our number. $5,700 minus $2,800 leaves $2,900. You are already down to $2,900, and you have not done anything yet. Transportation. If you drive, car payment, insurance, gas, parking combined, $600 to $900 per month in a city like San Francisco. If you use public transit, BART, Muni, Caltrain combined, $150 to $250 per month. We will use $400 as a middle ground, assuming you have a car but use transit sometimes. $2,900 minus $400, $2,500 remaining. Food. Groceries for one person in San Francisco, $400 to $500 per month. Eating out because you are busy, because you are tired after long sprints, because your colleagues go out for lunch, another $300 to $500 per month. Conservative total, $700 on food. $2,500 minus $700, $1,800 remaining. Subscriptions and software. Netflix, Spotify,
ChatGPT+,
iCloud storage, Amazon Prime, LinkedIn Premium, maybe a coding tool or two. Most engineers land between $150 and $300 per month here. We will say $200. $1,800 minus $200, $1,600 remaining. Student loans. The average software engineer graduating from a 4-year university carries between $30,000 and $80,000 in student loan debt. Monthly payment on $50,000 at standard repayment. Approximately $530 per month. $1,600 minus $530, $1,070 remaining. Miscellaneous, gym, clothing, personal care, phone bill, home supplies. Conservatively, $300 to $400 per month. $1,070 minus $350, $720 remaining. $720. That is what is left. Out of a $120,000 salary, after taxes, after benefits, after living in a tech city, $720 per month remains. That is 6.7% of your gross salary available for savings and investment. Financial advisors recommend saving and investing at least 20%. You are at 6.7. Not because you are irresponsible. Not because you made bad decisions. But because nobody showed you this calculation before you signed that offer letter. Now here is the important part. This is the worst-case version of this calculation. This is San Francisco, high-tax state. Average spending, no optimization whatsoever. In the next section I am going to show you exactly which levers you can pull, and what the numbers look like when you actually build a system around this reality instead of just reacting to it. $720. That is where we ended up. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. This feels hopeless. This feels like the system is designed to leave nothing. But stay with me, because this is exactly where it gets interesting. Because that $720 number is the unoptimized version, the default version, the version that happens when you do nothing and let the system run on autopilot. The optimized version looks completely different, and the difference between the two is not luck. It is not a higher salary. It is not moving back home. It is 4 specific decisions, made once, running forever. Let me show you exactly what they are. The first decision is choosing your state like you choose your tech stack. This single decision, where you physically live and pay taxes, is the highest leverage financial move an engineer can make. And almost nobody treats it that way. Remember the tax breakdown from earlier. California engineer loses $9,600 per year in state income tax alone. Washington state engineer loses 0. Texas engineer loses 0. That is $9,600 per year back in your pocket, just from a zip code change. Over 10 years with no investing, that is $96,000. Invested into an index fund over 10 years, that becomes approximately $140,000. From a zip code. Now I understand not everyone can just move states. Jobs, family, relationships, these are real constraints. But if you are early in your career, if you have flexibility, if you are choosing between a Seattle offer and a San Francisco offer at the same salary, the math is not even close. Seattle wins by $9,600 per year, every single year, without doing anything else differently. And with remote work becoming permanent at many companies, this decision has never been more available to. The second decision is to maximize your 401k, but understand why it works differently than you think. Most engineers see the 401k deduction and feel it as a loss. $600 gone from my paycheck every month. But here is the reframe. That $600 was going to be taxed at your marginal rate, 22 to 24%, before reaching you anyway. By putting it in a 401k first, you are choosing where it goes before the government takes its cut. You are not losing $600. You are redirecting $600 from the tax system into your own retirement account, where it grows tax deferred for decades. On a $120,000 salary, maxing your 401k at the 2024 limit of $23,000 reduces your taxable income to $97,000. That single move saves you approximately $5,000 in federal taxes per year. $5,000 saved just by maximizing a benefit your employer already offers you. And the invested money compounds on top of that. A 30-year-old who maxes their 401k every year until 65, assuming average market returns, retires with approximately $3.2 million. From one decision, made once, automated forever. The third decision is to add an HSA if your health plan qualifies, and treat it like a secret investment account. Most engineers think HSA means health savings account, a place to store money for doctor visits. That is the surface-level version. Here is the engineering-level version. An HSA is the only account in the entire American tax system that gives you a triple tax advantage. Contributions go in pre-tax, reducing your taxable income immediately. Money grows inside the account completely tax-free. Withdrawals for medical expenses come out tax-free. No other account does all three. In 2024, you can contribute up to $4,150 as an individual. That $4,150 reduces your taxable income by $4,150, saving you approximately $900 in federal taxes immediately. And here is the part most people miss entirely. After age 65, an HSA works exactly like a traditional IRA. You can withdraw for any reason, not just medical, and pay only normal income tax. No penalty. So you are building a second retirement account with a triple tax advantage, inside a benefit most engineers already have access to and are barely using. The fourth decision is to engineer your actual take-home number before you set your lifestyle. This is the one that ties everything together. Most engineers receive their first paycheck, see the number, and immediately build a lifestyle around it. $6,000 take home, $6,000 lifestyle. The optimized approach is the opposite. Before you spend a single dollar, before you sign a lease, before you upgrade anything, you calculate your optimized take-home first. Here is what that looks like in practice. Gross monthly salary, $10,000. Taxes after 401k maximization, approximately $2,400. 401k contribution, $1,917. HSA contribution, $346. Health and other benefits, $250. True optimized take-home, $5,087. Now you build your lifestyle around $5,087. Not $10,000. Not $6,700. $5,087. And from that $5,087, you automate a fixed amount into a brokerage index fund on the first of every month. Before anything else. Even if it is $300. Even if it is $500. Whatever remains after that is your actual spending money. Your rent, your food, your life all fit inside what? No guilt.
No confusión.
No end-of-month panic. Because the system is handling everything before you even open your banking app. Now let me show you what this looks like side by side. Unoptimized engineer, $120,000 salary. California. No tax strategy. No automation. $720 remaining per month. Saves $8,640 per year. Optimized engineer, $120,000 salary. Washington State. Maxed 401k. Maxed HSA. Automated index fund investment. $31,000 per year going toward wealth building. Same salary. 3.6 times more wealth being built. Not because the optimized engineer earns more. Because they understood the system and built a better one inside it. Before this video ends, I want to give you one thing to do today. Not this weekend. Not when things calm down at work. Today. Go to your most recent pay stub, the actual document, not just the deposit notification. And this time actually read every single line. Federal withholding, state withholding, Social Security, Medicare, health insurance, 401k, every deduction, add them up, then calculate what percentage of your gross salary you are actually keeping. Most engineers who do this for the first time land between 52 and 61%, meaning between 39 and 48 cents of every dollar you earn, never reaches you. That number is not meant to make you angry. It is meant to make the invisible visible. Because you cannot optimize a system you cannot see. And now you can see it. If this breakdown changed how you think about your salary, there is one more number I want to show you in the next video. It is the number that actually determines whether a software engineer builds real wealth or stays stuck in the six-figure trap forever. It is not your salary. It is not your tax rate. It is your savings rate, and most engineers have never calculated their real one. That video is already up. The link is right above this screen. And if you are new here, this channel exists for one specific reason. Software engineers are some of the highest earning professionals in the world. But the financial system was never explained to us in a way that matches how we actually think.
No emotion.
No vague advice. Just data, systems, and real numbers. If that is what you have been looking for, subscribing takes 3 seconds. And I will see you in the next one.